So if he doesn't want to talk, what's he going to do?
You don't want to talk about the Trinity?
If you don't want to talk about the Islamic dilemma, if you don't want to let me pick a topic like you promised, then you have no honor, and we're not going to talk. It's simple. I'm not going to debate about.
Pick your topic.
Okay, cool. So
you chose to talk
all right, whatever helps you sleep. Whatever helps you sleep. I don't want to talk to you.
Video, bro.
I don't want to talk to you. You got it.
Bye.
Because you're saying Allah is not like anything in
Don't talk to him
creation.
because he's trying to run away.
You hear that? Don't talk.
Like anything in
Don't talk to him
creation.
because he's trying to run away.
You hear that? Don't talk.
It's God. It's God. It's God.
How you guys doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Avery. So I ain't saying I know everything, but
We
you
should
know,
talk
just from
about
them.
some topics that are important. I don't know how you want to set this up. You want to do like I say one topic, you say one topic, or you want a time or no time?
Yeah, no time. Just I like a good flowing conversation. I like an open dialogue. So if you want to talk about something, you want to pick something you want to talk about, I'm down to talk
You
about
want me to
that.
start?
Yeah,
She said you guys were handing out pamphlets. Is that
So
a different group, or is it just too windy today? I know you can't lay them. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
And I think Jesus, there's categorical
that makes sense.
statements in the Bible where he says that he is not God. Right?
Where he says he's not God?
Yes.
Okay.
He points to that fact.
Okay.
Especially
That would have made
Matthew
sense.
24,
That would have made
36,
sense yesterday for like taxes or something.
About the hour?
32 about the hour.
Okay.
That
Thursday?
I've never seen
Thursday
a
the
proper
16th?
argument able to actually debunk that.
Okay.
I think Jesus clearly says he doesn't know the
I know
hour.
you said that they had
And not just him, he says everyone else, the angels, only the Father.
Yeah.
So what would be your explanation to that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So when it comes to what Jesus is talking about there, you got to look at how the word "know" is being used in the context. So the word, if you want to.
Are you guys gonna have a separate conversation? No. Okay.
I mean, are you wanting to dialogue with me? Because it sounded like you wanted to
No,
dialogue
that's fine.
with me
I can
instead.
talk to Avery, or you can join as well. No problem.
Yeah. So I don't know, but we can talk. If anybody wants to chime in or anything at any time, I'm cool. You know, it's not like formal or anything like that. So, but yeah, so it's looking at how the word "know" is used there in the Greek, and so the word is oidin, which can also mean to tell something or to declare something. And so when you look at it, Jesus is not saying that it's like he's talking about cognitive knowledge, but it's not for any man, any angel, or even for the Son to declare, but that's a role for the Father to do only. And so you can see this, like, for example, Paul uses the same word in 1 Corinthians chapter 2. He says to the Corinthians, he says, when I came to you, I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus and him crucified. It's the same word Jesus uses. And so obviously that doesn't mean that Paul didn't know anything. It just means that he didn't come to make anything else known or declare anything except the crucifixion of Jesus. So in the same way, Jesus is saying it's not for anyone to declare the hour, that's for the Father to do. Does that make sense?
So your explanation to that is that verse or that word oidin, it means to declare.
Yeah,
So
in that
he's
context.
saying no one's going to declare the hour, not the
Yeah.
angels, not the Son, only the Father.
Yes,
Correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do none of the Bible translators translate it to declare?
Because-
why do, like all of them translated to knowledge.
Good question, because it's the word translates to know, but the meaning is based on the context. So for example, you have in the Old Testament in the Hebrew, it says in Genesis, I think it's Genesis either 5 or 4, one of those, where it says Adam knew his wife and she bore him a son. So obviously he already knew her before that. So it's talking about sexual intercourse. But the word translates to know or to knew. So
Yes, but if a word can mean multiple things, so they would translate it to declare.
no, because why? Okay, so then why don't they translate to the word "know" there to sexual intercourse?
Because that still fits in the context. He knew.
That's
his
my
wife,
point.
right?
That's my point. So
No, but the no, they don't need to translate to another word like declare or something because it fits in the
I
context.
agree. That's my point. So I'm saying, so when Adam knew his wife,
Yeah.
it's not coming to know her cognitively because he already knew her, right?
Okay, now let me ask you a question, right?
Sure.
So that's the first point that the translators don't translate it to that. But the more important point is, does the context allow for it to mean declare?
Absolutely.
Let's go read the context.
Okay.
Let's read it now. Does Jesus give parables after he talks about
He
this?
sure does.
Okay, what does he give parables about? Does he give parables about cognitive knowledge, or does he give parable about declaring?
Well, he gives a parable about a master leaving and how the followers don't know when he will return. So notice he emphasizes their cognitive knowledge, not his own.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so Jesus says, no one knows the hour, not the angels in the heaven, nor the Son, only the Father. And then right after he says, just like a master who leaves and and the servant doesn't know when he's going to come. So he gives examples of cognitive knowledge.
Okay.
Is the master declaring when he's going to come or not, or is he talking about cognitive knowledge?
Yeah, so the master doesn't declare when he comes. The students don't know, or his servants don't know.
But is he giving an example of declaring, or is he giving an example of cognitive
Well,
knowledge?
in this parable, he gives an example of cognitive knowledge for the servants, not himself. So if just really quick. So for example, if the master is leaving, right, he's going on a job, does the master know when he's going to return?
No, he doesn't.
The master doesn't know when he's going to come to his own house?
The master doesn't, the servant.
Yeah, exactly. So the master knows, right?
Yeah.
So in this parable, who would the master be? Who's going away and then coming back? Who would the master be?
I would say that it's not talking about who the master is. It's talking about the cognitive knowledge point.
No, I know
Jesus
what
is
you
saying
mean.
it's like no one knows, and it's like the master who goes, and then the servant doesn't know he's going to come.
But when he makes a parable,
doesn't allow for it to mean declaring.
oh, it does. Let me show you why.
Jesus makes it very clear. It's about cognitive knowledge.
Okay, you got to work with me. Okay.
Go ahead.
So when Jesus makes parables are to communicate the truth of what he's saying, right?
Yes.
So when he makes parables, there's characters that you plug in for reality. So the master, for example, in the parable, who's the master in the parable? According to Jesus, when he's making this comparison, who's the
This is a
master?
very long explanation.
Well, it's not that long. We're getting
Is
understanding.
that you're saying that the Father's the one who declares the hour, right?
Brother, we got to answer this first before we
You're saying
move
the
on.
Father's the one who declares the hour,
We
right?
got to answer this before we move
You
on.
answer the question or not?
Yes. After this
declares
gets
the hour or
answered.
not? That's your stance.
After this gets
The
answered.
Father's the only one who declares the hour. Yes or no?
My brother, if you're gonna do this and interrupt, I'd rather just talk
Yes
to
or
him
no?
right now because we're having a
You're
build.
avoiding this question.
I'll answer you right after.
According to your interpretation, no means to declare. So, according to the verse, only the Father can declare the hour, right?
I'll answer that next.
Yes or no?
I'll answer that next.
Okay, so I'll
So-
answer your question, and then you'll answer his question.
Yeah, well, after we finish what we're talking about, because I have no problem dealing with that conversation,
no
you know.
problem. Okay.
But we gotta build
Why don't
together.
we read the context so we know, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt the discussion. I just wanted to, because I don't know your perspective. Do you believe Jesus said that, or do you believe Jesus said those words, or I'm just wondering? Like, 'cause some Muslims believe Jesus said some of these things. Some Muslims don't believe he said these things. Do you believe
I'm
that's
just
something he actually
using it
said?
because I know he believes in it.
Okay, so you don't believe
it
in
or not,
it.
it doesn't matter. Just like he can bring a verse in the Quran and say, "What does the Quran say this?" Even though he doesn't believe in the Quran. But anyways, let's read this. All right. But of that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away. So also will be the coming of the Son of Man. And I'm not going to read everything else. He gives
No,
another two
you
parables.
need to read it. Please
Yeah,
finish.
no problem. I can read it if you want to. I thought it
Yes,
was going to be too long for you. Then two men, he also gives an example, then two men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. Two women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allow his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect.
All right, so notice how he's saying you don't know. You need to be ready, right?
Yes.
He's emphasizing their cognitive knowledge. Now, if you go, because that was Matthew 24, right?
Yes.
So go to Mark 13 really quick, because he
He
gives
just gives one instead of three.
Right,
But
so-
it's the same example.
I know. Well, actually, this one is different. So, and this is why this one is going to be important. Mark 13. If you go to read after 32.
But like, so here's Quran 6, ayah 34. It says,
Of the day and hour, no one knows like take heed, watch and pray, for you do not know when the time is. It's like a man going to a far country, left his house, and gave authority to his servants, and to each his work and commandment, the doorkeeper to watch. Watch therefore, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming.
Right.
In the evening at midnight, at the crowing of the rooster, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly, he finds you sleeping, and what I say to you, I say to all watch.
Right. So now, according to this, in this parable, the master going away,
Yes.
and then he leaves his servants in charge, right? In the parable, who is the master that's going away?
Jesus is not pointing to who the master is.
Yes, he is, because he
gave
says
three-
this is just like
Can I
this.
explain? So he gave three examples, right? You kind of went over the Noah one, and you went to Mark because you didn't want to talk about Noah and son of.
No,
and the flood.
that's not irrelevant to my point.
He gave 4 total. No, it's very important because he gave four total parables, and all of them have one thing in common. What is that one thing in common? It's not about a master.
That they don't know.
If I can just finish.
You asked me the question.
No.
Oh, that's rhetorical? Okay.
If it's not about them not knowing, or sorry, it's not about who the master is. The thing about the flood of Noah is not there's no master. So you can't even say he's trying to talk about who the master is. It's not about this, it's not about that. It's about he is talking about cognitive knowledge.
Who's cognitive knowledge?
The cognitive knowledge of who knows the hour.
No,
Only
but
the
who
Father.
does he say? Who is he comparing the cognitive knowledge of not knowing?
He gives 4 examples.
And
Which one do you want?
he continues to go and say, you, just like this, you don't know,
Only
right?
for the master ones.
No,
Why
for
do you
all
want-
of them. For the Noah one, he says, just like how they didn't know when the flood is coming,
Yeah.
you don't know when the coming of the Son of Man is.
Exactly.
Just like when 2 men didn't know when the thief is coming, you don't know when the Son of Man comes.
And then he says, just
right?
like no one knows
So-
the Father except the hour, or just like no one knows the hour except the Father.
But hold
he
on,
says, I don't know the
So
hour.
hold on a second though, because this is why you keep avoiding answering this question. When Jesus gives the parable of the master going away, what is he comparing that parable to? The master going away.
He's comparing it to cognitive knowledge.
That's not what I'm
who
asking.
The master is,
Okay,
because there's, like I said,
I'm asking. Hold on, please.
Hold on,
I'm
I'll say it again,
asking one last
because
time.
you're trying to dodge the other
No,
parable.
you're trying to dodge. We
I'm looking at all
notice.
four in context.
Did we not just
You
go
just wanna
through?
focus on one.
Did we not just go through every parable?
No.
So we did. I didn't just talk about the Noah one. I didn't just talk about the 2
What
men
happened
one.
when
I didn't
it
just talk about the thief one.
Yeah, but what happened?
Okay, so
And
the
you
only
took me
one.
to Mark.
So
you didn't want to talk
right.
about
So
Matthew.
because
You took me to Mark.
because
said,
you
"Go to
don't
Mark."
because you don't want to deal with the last parable because you
they're all
know
the same.
because
They're
you
all the
you
same.
okay. So if they're all the same, then stop playing games and answer the question.
I did.
Okay. So the master who's going away.
Yes.
What does Jesus make this parable and compare it to?
He's comparing it to the cognitive knowledge that the Father has that no one
What's
else
the
has.
situation like? What's the situation being compared
One of them is
to?
about a flood. One of
Okay,
them is about a master.
is my question hard? All right, I'm gonna ask it one last time.
answering it.
Who's the
I-
master?
What is the
like
situation?
showing up.
Yeah,
Who's the master?
exactly. When the situation, and he says, it's just like a master who goes away on a far journey and leaves his servants in charge. What is that situation being likened to in reality?
That situation is being likened to the cognitive knowledge that the Father has, the Son, nor the angel of the heaven.
Who's the one going away?
He is not trying to say.
Notice how you're not answering. Who's the one going away? So it's simple.
Seriously think the passage is only about knowledge. There's nothing else in view.
Of course.
So who's going away,
look,
bro?
Out of all 4 examples,
Brother, who's going away?
Hold on. 1 second. Let me ask you something. Out
Brother,
of all
you
4
ask,
examples,
brother.
is one of them about declaring?
Brother,
Answer that
hold
question.
on. I'm sorry.
Is one
Because
about
I've been
declaring?
asking you the same question for the past 7
I answered
minutes,
it like
and
6 times.
no, you didn't.
Yes, I
Again,
did.
I asked who the master is. You said it's not about that. That's not an answer. I asked, okay, what's the situation being likened to? Oh, well, it's talking about the cognitive. You're not answering the
let me
question.
make it simple.
So no, I'll make it simple.
I'll
Of course.
answer your question
Okay.
simply.
Okay. So
It
who?
seems like you're not understanding.
I'll ask it again. So if you're going to answer it simply, when he says it's just like, what's just like? A master going away and leaving his servants behind. What is he likening this situation to?
I'll explain it.
Please.
Okay? Just give me 1 minute so I can explain it.
You don't need a minute to explain
No,
this.
Because you are trying to say something that I don't believe in.
I don't care what you believe. I care about the text.
No, I'm saying what the text is trying to say as well.
So, no,
can I
don't
just-
tell me what you think the text is trying to say.
No, I'm telling you what the
it's
text is
simple.
saying.
You know
That's
what? How
all
about this? Let me try something else. Hey, David, when Jesus says the situation is like a master going away, what is Jesus comparing this parable to in reality?
Sounds like he's going away, leaving his servants in charge,
Oh.
and then you'll have the coming of the Son of Man when he returns. That's what it sounds
So
like.
you see how he? So do you see how he was able to answer that? Oh, wait,
You take all that into account.
Yes. Wait. So hold on. So do you
I'm
agree
just
with
saying,
him?
he's
My brother,
Jesus is clearly the master here.
do you agree with
No,
him?
I'll explain it.
Oh, so that's not the situation he's comparing to?
Am I able to explain
But
it?
if you're gonna be this dishonest, I'm gonna move on to the next person.
You're being dishonest because you're not trying to
We'll see.
have my response, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, listen. So you are trying to focus on one of 4 parables because you know
Why?
that is the only one
That
that you
what?
can possibly make the master be Jesus, and you're trying to say that.
What do you mean
Jesus
possible?
Is, hold on.
Prove that it's not.
Can I let him finish? Let him finish. Right? You know, I won't cut you off, and you try.
You cut me off this whole time.
No, you've been cutting. I've tried not to, and if I did, I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
So, anyways, so you are trying to focus on that example because you're trying to make Jesus the master in that example, so you're trying to make him be the one that knows. What I'm saying is that, Avery, I do not believe that Jesus is giving that example for us to see who the master is or not. The reason why is because when we look at all of it in context, and the 4 parables that he gives, all of them have something connected. It's not all of them have a master. The flood one doesn't have a master. He couldn't answer that. It's all of them have talking about cognitive knowledge. So you are trying to get me to say something, but I don't. You are making the text say something that it doesn't say. Jesus is purely saying that the master is going, the servants do not know. So it's about cognitive knowledge. That is why I can pull up 17 Bible translations right now, and they all translate it to know. That is why your early church fathers, like Irenaeus and all these people, they say Jesus the Son does not know. Josephus, they all say that, and I can pull up the quotes right now. So now let me ask you something. Why does he give 4 examples about cognitive knowledge, and he gives 0 examples about declare? Why is it that he doesn't do that? Go ahead.
Okay. So I let you speak?
Yes, I'll let you speak.
All right, now this is what I want you, because I don't want us to turn into monologues.
But I hope you can answer my question.
I hope that you can.
No,
You didn't. The only thing that you did was dismiss what I asked you. You said, see, what you're trying to do is this, and then you dodged it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you again. And hopefully you can answer it this time. Matter of fact, let me still man your position. So I'm going to show you. Please, no, now you're interrupting me.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to still man your position. I'm going to show you that I understand exactly what you're saying. And then what I want you to do is engage with what I'm saying. Fair enough? Okay. So what you're saying is, well, according to all the parables, Jesus is talking about the cognitive knowledge. So nothing is about declare. So you're making this up. And you're trying to hold on to this master parable out of the other 3. You want to talk about this master parable because it's the only one that you can possibly show that Jesus knows. So please, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. The irony of you saying that I'm not looking at it in context is insane. No, it's all good. It's all good. So when we already checked off and looked at the other parables that Jesus mentioned, which is why I said there's one more that you missed. Go to Mark 13, where he gives this parable, and you don't want to deal with it. So when I ask you this, when I ask you the question about this parable, you're the only one out of this circle that doesn't want to talk about it because you know it points to Jesus knowing his own return. Now let me break this down to you. Jesus says this is similar to a master, so his coming, him leaving and then returning, the Son of Man's coming, is similar to a master who leaves his house on a far journey and gives authority to his servants to be in charge and to work until he gets back. So you don't know when the master is getting back. The servants don't know when the master's coming back. But you said that the master knows when he's coming back. And so when you admitted that, you immediately saw your mistake. Because when you admit that the master knows when he's coming back, and Jesus likens himself to the master who leaves and is coming back, that means that Jesus knows his own return, but it's the servants who don't. It's the apostles who don't. So I'm going to ask you again, who is the master in the parable that Jesus is comparing himself to?
Okay, now it's my turn, right?
Yeah, please answer directly.
So the master in that example, Jesus is not talking.
Another non-answer.
Can I? You didn't even.
Don't tell me what he's not talking about. Answer. I'm waiting for the answer.
Look at the irony.
Yeah, look at the irony. I'm waiting on the answer.
Let me talk now.
I hope you answer.
You can only make it that Jesus is trying to say he is the master when you take the one parable.
I just want to know the answer.
Can I answer?
Stop telling me what I'm trying to do and answer the question.
No, are we going to talk?
Not if you're not going to answer the question.
I'm answering exactly.
So who is the master in the parable? Answer.
Am I talking about something else? Am I talking about this?
Who's the master? Who is it?
Exactly. You're only saying that he's trying to say.
You're only saying again.
Taking it out of context.
Brother,
let's look at all 4.
Let's do this one last time.
He's talking about cognitive knowledge.
Who is the master?
The master is the Father in the example.
Got it. So the Father's going away.
And he's going to return. So the return of the Father.
So the Father's going away. So the Father.
Don't make the Father the Son of Man.
Right. So the Father's the Son of Man who's going away and then coming back.
The Father's the one that knows when he's going to come.
So the Father's going away?
You say the Father knows.
So is the Father
Did you say the Father
Yes. Is the Father going away?
So in the example,
is the Father going away?
In Matthew 24:36.
Is the Father going away?
Who knows? Who knows?
Even Jesus knows. Is the Father going away?
Does not know. Who knows?
Is the Father going away?
Does the Father know? Yes or no?
I'll answer this a second time.
No.
I'll answer it a second time. Yes.
Who knows?
The Father knows. So I answered you.
Okay.
Now here's my question.
The Master knows.
Does the Father leave and is the Father coming back?
Where is the Father leaving to, bro? That is not.
Oh, but you said
it doesn't make sense, right?
You said said the master who's leaving and coming back is the Father.
Because I'm saying the point of the analogy is about cognitive knowledge.
So the cognitive knowledge
so
that
why did you
belongs to
talk
the
about
Father.
flood?
So
Okay,
hold
let's
on.
talk about the flood.
We're gonna stay right here.
Let's take
You're gonna
it in
stay in this
context.
pot.
You gotta take it in
Look,
context, bro.
This is what's happening.
You're getting big right now.
This is what's
Take it in
happening.
context. Let's look at all four.
This is
Let's look at all
Dawah
four.
steaming right here, boy.
This
Who is
the Father
in-person
in the
steaming.
Noah?
This
Who's
is
the
in
Father in
person.
Noah?
You said.
Who's the Father in the flood, bro?
You said.
You can't answer
You
questions,
said
bro.
that the
You
master
can't answer
is the
questions.
Father, and now you're
Look at you.
backtracking. So are you standing on it that the master who's going away and coming back to his house is the Father?
I'm standing on the one who knows, just like in Matthew, is the one
Answer
who
the
knows.
question.
The master who
Is
knows.
the Father?
The master, yes, is the one that knows.
So the master that's leaving is the Father.
It doesn't mean he's gonna leave, bro. Just like the Noah flood doesn't mean that
So
the Father got flooded, bro.
I got you. So
You're tripping,
I got you.
bro.
So
You're
guess
just trying
what?
to do this,
So
trying to make
the
it clear,
master
some
so the
stuff
master who
Mike
leaves.
got baked recently
So the
by
master
Dean,
who
it's
leaves.
okay,
Oh, now
bro.
he's coping now.
So-
Now this is
no,
now he attacking
I
life.
know all of y'all. I know all of y'all, bro. Y'all thought you were gonna talk to some random
Now
Muslim.
he's look at the
You thought you were gonna talk to some random Muslim, bro.
You are random.
You
You are random.
can't answer the question.
No, you can't.
You don't know
You put
why
yourself in a blunder.
Jesus gave you
Now-
4 examples.
now the
of
Father's
cognitive
leaving and
knowledge,
coming back.
and you know nothing about. There's
So
nothing
the
about
Father's
declaring.
leaving and coming. Say
Why
it.
does Jesus not say about declaring?
Can you say that the
Does
Father's
Jesus
leaving and
give-
coming back?
Does Jesus give one example about
Can you
declaring?
say that the
Hold on.
Father's leaving and
Did I ask
coming
you
back?
this question a long time ago?
No. Can you say that the Father's leaving and coming back? Say it.
Did Jesus give
No,
any
stop
any
skipping
parable
and
about
focus, my brother.
declarative
Stop
knowledge?
skipping and
I'm not
focus.
focusing. You're just trying
Stop
to
skipping and focus.
ask about something that I don't believe in, bro.
well, no, you do believe in this. You just said it's the Father that's leaving and coming back. So answer the question.
Father, I didn't say that. I said the Father is the one that has knowledge.
All right, let's
Just like the master has knowledge. That's the point of the
let's do
parable.
this one last
Don't
time.
try to be deceptive.
You said
You
all
did say the Father's the
You
master.
said the Father's the
He's the
master
one who
who
goes
leaves
away
and
and
comes
comes
back.
In the sense that he's the one that
Not
knows,
in the
just like
sense.
the master knows.
Not in the sense.
Why don't you want to talk about the flood?
You said. Why did you want to talk about the master?
Do you realize any sincere Christian who opens their Bible will know that you're wrong?
Yeah,
Because they
every
will see
sincere
that there's
Christian is
3
gonna
examples and you're trying to only
watch
focus
this
on
dude.
one, bro.
Is gonna watch this and they're gonna see, man, this Muslim was nervous.
After-
he couldn't
after
answer
you take it out of
honestly.
context
He
and put
never.
it, right?
No, this the
After
whole
you
thing
take
is
it
gonna
out-
be.
no,
Look,
don't worry about it.
I hope you watch it. GodLogic, GodLogic, you know the channel. You watch it all the
worry about
time.
it. Don't
I
worry
hope you
about
watch it because your bakery is gonna be on display
you
for
can't
thousands
answer
to
one
see.
question.
I
Why
bet.
does he not give
you
examples
can't
about
answer
declarative
it.
knowledge?
You can't answer
He
it.
only gives examples about
You're the
cognitive
only one who
knowledge.
can't answer it.
All right, answer that question.
Okay, so
Answer that question.
I got you.
Does he give one example about
I
declarative?
got you.
Go ahead.
So let's deal with this for a second.
No,
When
answer
he's
my
dealing with,
question.
I'm talking to you. Wait, stay on the side unless you're gonna jump in. You jumping in? You jumping in the pot? All right, so stay on the side if you're not jumping in the pot.
You're the
So
one in the pot.
I agree with you. I agree with you earlier. Did I not say earlier that yes, Jesus is giving examples of cognitive knowledge here? Did I say that earlier? Let's take it. Thank you.
Now tell
Now
me
wait,
when he
pause.
gives-
Now, did I qualify on who he's giving the example of who doesn't have the cognitive knowledge?
I'm taking one of context as you did.
Okay, so when we mentioned all of them, because you're lying now,
All of them
we
have-
mentioned all of them.
Yes.
Each time he said, in these ways, you don't know. He emphasized they don't know, correct?
No, he emphasized all of them cognitive knowledge.
Regarding who?
Right? Not all of them was just one person. Like the flood, he said the people in Mary was multiple
My
people,
brother,
right?
here's my question. I'm with you. In the parables that he gave, when he finished it off and said, so just like, did he say, so in the same way, you don't know when the Son of Man is coming? Or did he say, in the same way, we don't know when the Son of Man is coming? No, not
The Noah one, he
Brother.
said they don't. Because they were, he said, I can check it.
pull it up. Go back to Matthew.
He said they were getting married, they were still doing their stuff, so it was multiple people. He didn't say just one person.
I got you. Go back to Matthew.
It's embarrassing. You can't tell me
Oh,
what
it
example
really
of
is
declarative,
embarrassing.
bro.
I don't have to give you an
Come
example
on.
of
You're trying to make Jesus say what he didn't say. He
No,
said,
you're
I don't know,
trying
and
to.
saying, no,
You're running
know.
from everything.
And your church father
Can
saying he
you
doesn't
get the
know.
verse up?
No, we don't know.
Matthew 24. Oh yeah. So Augustine doesn't say he doesn't know. Augustine says it's declarative.
What about Irenaeus? What does he say?
Even Irenaeus. Irenaeus. Let me give you
What about
Irenaeus.
Josephus?
Irenaeus said that Jesus gave it to the Father to be the only one who knows by decision, by giving him the authority to declare it. So that's all. So stay here. You don't want to talk about the church fathers.
No.
Pull up Matthew 24 and let's deal with what you're talking about. Focus. Focus. You're like a squirrel.
You don't want to,
bro.
We use the church
Pull up
fathers,
Matthew
you use
24.
Augustine.
Pull up Matthew
that's what I
24.
thought. Okay, no,
Yeah, I know
I'm
it's
right
what I
here.
thought.
I'm right here. Don't worry about it. So 24.
Who does he say doesn't know after he gives the examples?
So in the flood, he said, that they took them away and they did not know. He says they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark and did not know until the flood came and took them all away.
Keep going.
So also will be the coming of the Son of Man.
Keep going.
You want to talk about the serpent one?
Keep going.
I already told you the
My
serpent
brother.
one. He's talking
My
about
brother.
you.
Keep going, please.
Bro, you're not just gonna say stuff. I'm trying to say I already conceded the point that with the servant and master one, he says just like the servant doesn't know, just like you don't know, just like that the hour's gonna come.
Well,
I agree
so
with
who's the they? When he says they didn't know when the flood was coming, who's the they?
that. Includes the angels in the heaven, nor the son.
Where
and everyone
does
else.
he include that?
Literally the whole verse that we're bringing up. It says no.
He doesn't say anything about them there. All he's talking about is the flood, dude.
No, he's talking about the flood. He's talking about the other example. About
So in the
servant,
flood,
he's
who's
talking about
the
third
when he
example.
says in the flood, who's the they that he's talking about?
The people who were getting married that didn't know they were.
Thank you. So he's not even mentioning the angels or anybody else. He's talking about specifically the people
So what is
when the
he trying
flood.
to
Let me
say?
finish.
What is he trying to say?
Notice how you're not letting me finish.
Go ahead.
So he's talking about the people who specifically in the time of the flood.
Yeah.
Now keep reading. Read the next one. I know you guys hate context, but it's all good. We just
You're
read
the
it.
one that only wanted to focus on one.
Sure.
And you still can't give me a
Keep
example of
going.
declarative
Keep
knowledge,
going.
Right? All of them are about cognitive.
Oh, I gave
right?
you an example.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
going.
Where was I? Then 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you do not know.
Wait, say that. Watch therefore. So who?
For you do not know.
For
I
you
already said
don't
that.
know,
I
huh?
already said
So this
that.
has nothing to do with the
Wow,
master,
you
does
proved
it?
everything.
Hold on.
You
Does
already
this?
said that.
Hold on. Does this have anything to do with the master? Did he mention the master?
No, he's talking about just.
Oh, so it's not just with the master.
Oh, you proved
He
nothing.
says in all of these parables, in this, so he
It's
says,
theatrics, literally
so he
theatrics.
listed. So watch this. He lists
Nice theatrics, though.
thank
It's
you,
cute.
and you're turning red.
It's cute.
So
I literally
he
don't
lists the
turn red.
parables. He lists the parables and says, watch therefore. For you don't know
Yes.
the time and the coming of the Son of Man. So talking about their cognitive knowledge, right?
He's talking about the ones that do not know, which includes
Does
the
he?
angels of the heaven.
Does
nor
he?
the
Does
Son,
he include
only the
himself?
Father
Does he
knows.
include
Yes,
himself?
Yes.
Okay, show me where he says. And so just like this, we don't know. Where's he include
He
himself?
just said, nor the Son, only the Father.
So
What could be more clear
So
than saying the Son does not know? What
notice,
could be more
notice how
clear?
bad you are at
Jesus-
this.
Jesus
Notice how
got
bad.
caught.
Notice how bad you
That's
are at
not
this.
theatrics, but you
Does
got
Jesus
caught.
say
Avery,
we
you got
don't
caught,
know?
bro. You got caught.
Okay, so
Avery, you got caught.
here's the panic
Don't worry,
again.
It's not
I got you. All right, look,
you
brother.
still haven't answered my
Hey,
question.
brother.
Did I answer your
No,
question?
no, you did not. No, you did
Okay,
not.
answer
No,
my
it's
question.
my turn now.
Why
It's
does he not give example of declarative knowledge
It's my
if
turn.
it's about
We
declarative
showed
knowledge?
you to be so incredibly dishonest. It's our turn now.
Bro, you're the one being
Okay,
dishonest.
cool. Can you get a Quran? Get a Quran, please. I'm gonna show you that Allah doesn't know.
One is whether it's original.
No. Hold on. We can talk about the Quran. But
Yeah, we're gonna talk
are
about the
you
Quran now.
conceding this point?
No, you're done. You showed that
No,
you're
you're not.
dishonest.
You're the one that can't answer my
We're going in
questions,
circles.
bro.
You're dishonest.
You can't answer my
Okay, well,
question.
let's agree to disagree here. Yeah.
So you lost.
No, you lost.
bro.
Well, how about this? We'll let the audience decide.
He can't give me
Let's let the
one
audience
example.
decide.
You can't give me one example.
I
of
already
him
gave it to
giving
you. I
declarative
destroyed you on
Do you know
this.
why, Avery?
Can you open the
Because
Quran?
Jesus is not saying that.
Okay,
he's
sure.
God.
All right.
You
So
wanna say
if
that he
Jesus
is?
says he doesn't know, that means he's not God, right? It can't be declarative. It has to be cognitive. I got you. Go to chapter 19, please. Please and thank you.
Are you gonna talk about what's it called?
You don't even know where I'm going.
If we bring this up, you're about to get big. No,
Bring what up?
You're gonna talk about how some people, when Allah says they're gonna let them do their actions, so He knows what they will do. But this knowledge is not about actual.
Oh,
Act out what they're
okay.
not.
So go read.
No,
So
what do you
go
mean?
read about it. Go read about it.
Bro,
Read the
this is
verse.
like the easiest
Go
thing to respond
I
to,
hope
bro.
so. Just
This
like
is
that. Just
sad.
like it was
This
easy
is
when I
sad.
responded to you.
This is sad.
Go to chapter 19.
I am. What verse?
You're gonna start at verse 68.
All right, right here. So by your Lord we will surely gather them and the devils, then we will bring them to be present around hell upon their knees. And we will surely extract from every sect those of them who were worst against the most merciful in insolence. Then surely it is we who are most knowing of those
Oh, that's not what it
who are
says.
most worthy of verdict.
Wait, hold on.
What do you mean it's not what it says?
Hold on,
The
hold
verse
on,
says
hold
he's
on.
Allah is most knowing.
Do you read Arabic?
Yeah, I read Arabic.
Okay, good. So do you have an Arabic Quran? That's a terrible translation.
This is Sahih International. This is one of the
I
most famous
I
translations.
agree, and it makes mistakes a lot.
Really?
So
This
yes,
guy
yes, it
just
does.
said, I'm gonna show you where Allah doesn't know. The verse He subhanAllah
do you
showed me.
have the
Allah says,
Quran?
and He is the most knowing.
Do you
of
have
the
do you
Bro, this
do you
guy-
read Arabic or not?
Yes, I read
All right,
Arabic.
can you pull up the Arabic?
ثم لنحن أعلم بالذين هم أولى بها صليا.
Translate that.
That translation is good.
No, translate what you just said.
Which are you gonna pick your choose your translation?
No, we're going with the Arabic. So you're going
Okay, let's go.
since you speak Arabic, we're going to go with word for word what the Arabic says.
I got you. I'm gonna pull up the Arabic. I have the Arabic on my phone, not here.
Good. I'm gonna pull it up too, just so we can parse out word for word what each one is saying. Oh, it is. It really is.
Look at the verse. Most knowing.
When?
The most knowing.
When?
Approach we're gonna burn their ears.
When? I'm not talking about the English translation. When is he the most knowing? So then we know, right? Now it doesn't even say most knowing. Is most knowing there? Read the Arabic. Does it say most knowing in the Arabic?
Alam, yes.
It says most knowing?
Alam means
Knowing, right? To know.
no. Ilm is no.
Okay.
Ilm is no.
So does-
Alam means like you're more knowing.
No, it doesn't, brother.
Bro,
Okay.
I speak Arabic.
Watch
bro.
this.
If
Okay.
I say
Is that
ana alam, that means
Quran.com?
I know more than
Is that
you.
Quran.com?
This is just this is the app. I think of Quran.
Can you go to the website? Go to the website because you can highlight the words.
Look at this point of
No, notice I'm the Christian appealing to the Arabic. The Muslim wants to appeal to the English. Mashallah.
You know the reason why you're losing is not because I'm smarter than you. You're actually probably smarter than me. It's because Islam speaks for itself and it's the truth.
Mashallah.
You know inside your heart that Islam is the truth. You know inside your heart.
Honestly,
that
you almost made me say my
the
shahada just now.
The historical narrative of Jesus.
Can you stop preaching
he
to
did
me?
not- Bro,
Get
I'm
the
telling
verse.
you the truth, bro.
I
'Cause
believe you believe
see
that.
You do this and you do that and you do that.
Can you get the verse?
You know that
Can
Christianity
you
is
get
a
the verse?
pagan religion.
Okay, nice.
We don't worship
Says the one who
humans.
circles
Why
the
do you worship
Kaaba.
human?
Says the one who circles the Kaaba. Says the one who touches the Kaaba and believes it forgives your sins. That's
So
pagan.
you have
That you
a
got from the
problem
pagans.
with
at.
touching and
Oh,
kissing a stone?
we can talk.
You
We
have
can
a
talk
problem?
about. We
You
can
want
talk
me to go
about
to
that
Isaiah?
next.
You want me to go to Isaiah
We can
to
talk
show
about
that
that
in your-
next.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah. We're
thought.
gonna show you
That's
that you
what I thought.
have
That's what I
misreading
thought.
comprehension.
That's what I
That you have a
thought.
reading
I can
comprehension.
show you that
Brother, pull up
in
the
your
verse.
Bible.
Why are you
Hold on,
running?
hold on. You
Pull
just
up
brought
the verse.
Kaaba. You just brought up
No, it's like this dude is like
I'll bring
a
up the
pup.
verse.
Squirrel.
Because you don't want me to respond.
Focus.
Because you don't want me to respond.
Focus.
Look,
Bring up the verse.
is it in your Bible?
Quran.com.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank
It's
you.
Okay. It's
Focus.
in Isaiah if anyone's interested.
Yeah, it's in Isaiah. We all know what you guys butcher.
Makes your
It doesn't even say he kisses it. See,
Put your
you guys
lips on
have
it.
terrible
Put your-
reading.
Put your lips on it.
Oh, nice.
Same thing.
Paul saying he was still changing.
Quran.com, chapter 19. Anything to not read the Quran, y'all.
Agree to what he said.
But your Bible, but it's pagan and
Worshipping the human is pagan.
so you shouldn't be worshiping Allah.
Jews and Muslims.
Then you
believe
shouldn't
that.
worship Allah.
Why do you worship a human?
Why do you?
Why do? Okay, if this is a good
Brother,
argument,
focus. You're putting your phone in your pocket.
This is a good argument from silence.
Okay, fine.
Why?
Can you bring the verse?
Why do you
Focus. We can talk about that
You say
next.
focus, but then you say stuff. So I'm.
You're the one who said. Didn't he say?
But then
You worship.
but then
you just read the verse
said,
and then-
worship Allah
Just
than humans,
worship.
so I'm
Bring the
responding.
verse.
Okay. He
If
wants
you-
to say something, but he doesn't want to respond.
you're saying
Aren't you the one who just
Christianity
said
is pagan? I made a
Christianity is pagan? So then I respond to that, and then you want to segue somewhere else? Dude, focus.
Yes, and then I responded back.
No, so don't say stuff that's gonna get a response, and then you try to focus on that. You're getting distracted.
Okay, Quran 19, which verse?
What was the verse it was? Was it
gave me a
70
full
or
verse.
71?
You go
I
to
think it's 71.
So it says Allah.
Go to 71, I think it is.
There's none of you
Oh,
except you will come
70.
to it.
70.
And surely it is we who are Muslim and those who are worthy of learning therein.
So then,
He further saying,
surely we know best. Then we know best. Why? So why doesn't Allah know best before that?
Allah knows best at all times. Just because there's a thumma, I can give you examples. Here, let me show you. Just because you have that preposition does not mean that Allah did not know before.
So why does
I
it
can
say then Allah knows best? This shows
Did you
that
study-
there's
have
a
you ever
there's
studied the Arabic
yeah,
language?
yes I have, and the
Okay,
word
so
word thumma
is there-
means
is there
then.
verses
Let me
in the
finish, brother.
Quran where thumma is not used
Let me
for time, bro?
finish. Oh my goodness.
You should have not.
Oh my gosh. Is Allah giving a sequence of events in this
Came to
context?
Ohio to get big.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not.
You say, is Allah giving a sequence of events, yes or no, in this verse?
Allah's talking about on the day of judgment, He is going to know, but doesn't mean.
Oh,
He
he's
does not
going
know.
to know. So
No,
on the
no.
day of judgment,
He's
he's
saying-
going to know.
and he knows right
so
now.
before he
He knows
doesn't know,
before.
but on the day of judgment, he's
That's
gonna know.
according to you, bro.
Oh no, that's
That's
what
not what
you
the
just
person
said. You just said on
You want
judgment
me
day
to
he's
give
going
you-
to know.
you want me to
So
give you
Allah's
example?
not God, brother.
You want me to give you an example in the Quran?
No, give me an example
where
in
this
this context.
Oh, okay, so
Show
you
me
don't
in
know
this
that.
context.
You don't know the Arabic language.
Oh,
bro.
so wait,
You're
hold-
trying to say the Arabic is trying to say something that's not saying.
So
what you're
wait,
saying.
so notice this. I got you. I hear what you're saying.
Do you
So
have any Muslim scholar that
hold on.
this?
I just heard you.
Give me any Muslim
Listen,
scholar that said
just
this
one
means Allah
second.
does not.
Ah, very good. So notice what just happened here, guys. So when I gave him another context in which oidin or no can be used to declare, he said, no. Show me in this context that Jesus is giving an example
No, I
of
looked
declare.
at the exact
Wait,
context.
hold on.
I went to
I'm
Mark and
gonna let you
Matthew.
talk. I'm gonna let you talk. And so then, so he demanded that it be in this context that the word oidin is shown to be declare, not cognitive knowledge. So, but when I go to his verse and I show the verse where Allah is giving a sequence of events, and then it says, then we know best. So it's not until Judgment Day that Allah knows who's deserving to go to hell and to heaven. He says, oh, but in another context, I can show you that the word then doesn't mean a sequence of events. Do you see your hypocrisy here?
No, because-
I knew you was going to do this.
I went in context when you looked at Mark and Matthew, and I actually went to Mark and Matthew. You're the one that didn't want to go in the context.
Oh,
now this verse,
so in
you don't want to go in the context. You want to be a scholar.
Guess what?
You're acting like you studied the Arabic
So
language,
just
but you
like
have no clue what you're talking about, and you're getting
just
big,
like you
bro.
said
Just
in
give
Mark
your theatrics.
13
Anyone can do
and
these
Matthew
theatrics.
24 that you stayed in context. So
Yes.
show me in the context of chapter 19 verses 68
Is Mark
on
and Matthew
that is
different
that is
chapters? Is
there.
Mark and Matthew
No,
different
brother,
chapters?
notice what you're
Answer the
doing
question.
again.
Okay,
No,
answer the question.
you
Is
answer.
Mark and Matthew different
Notice you're
chapters?
dodging again.
Bro.
Stop dodging.
Can you answer the question?
Show me
Or
in
you
the
just gonna
context that then is not a sequence of events in chapter 19.
So you want to limit me to one verse in the whole Quran?
No,
even though
I
can-
said context in chapter 19.
Oh, so you don't want to look at what the Arabic language actually means then?
Oh, so you didn't want to look at the Greek?
No, I did. I told you oidin. I agree that oidin can mean declare, but not in the Jesus.
Based on what?
I just went to Bible Hub and I see that it has multiple.
And one of them meaning?
Yes, one of them means knowledge. Or declare.
Thank you.
But when you look at a verse and it has multiple meanings, what do you have to look at? Number one, you look at what was the earliest interpretations of that verse. Number two, you should look at the context. So you know what that verse means.
So what's the
even though
context
that
of
oidin
19?
can mean declare,
Uh-huh.
right? It's one of them. It's 9 out of 10 of them mean something related to knowledge. But one of them does mean declare or tell, right? But in the example that Jesus gave, bro, your God that you worship, he gave you 4 examples, and you're still like, no, it means declare. He gave you 4 examples about cognitive knowledge. And Mark and Matthew are different chapters, so I looked into context of your whole Bible. I gave you your whole Bible as your paradigm. You don't want to give me my whole Quran because you know you're about to get baked, trying to say that Allah does not know.
Can I pause you here? Okay, so I just listened to you. So notice the difference between you and I, my brother. The difference between you and I is that when you went to Matthew 24, you said you used both contexts. I'm the one who told you to also use Mark 13. I showed you that. Yo, hold up. Let me
Did I not
finish.
say both?
I did not interrupt you, right?
Hold on, but I need to say this.
No, you don't,
At the
brother.
beginning,
I let you talk.
When I talked about the
So
hour,
you're interrupting me again, and you're not even checking yourself.
You said something that's wrong.
No, you've been saying something
Did
that's
I-
wrong.
if you watch the
Allow me
video
to
at the
finish,
beginning,
brother.
I said the two
I'm insisting
verses.
that you allow me to finish.
ahead.
I appreciate it.
As long as you insist.
Self-control, okay? So I'm the one who told you about Mark 13.
Yes.
You used the examples in Matthew 24. I showed you there's one more that you're missing. And the example in Mark 13, even you acknowledge that is the example that you can actually use to show that Jesus does know,
oh, yes.
because he's the master who's coming
Yes,
back.
we will take it
So
in
even
context,
that so in context of knowing the hour, we have in context of Jesus knowing his own return.
Yes.
So now what I'm doing, okay, because I agree that Matthew and Mark is talking about the same thing. It's the same context. So all those parables go together. So what I'm holding you to is the context. In chapter 19, you have the context of Allah about Judgment Day, picking and choosing who's going to hell. And he says, on Judgment Day, then we will know best who's most deserving to go there. Now, you're trying to argue that the then here is not a sequence of events. So I need you to demonstrate in the context of chapter 19 of Judgment Day, of Allah knowing who's deserving to go there. I need you to show me in that context that it doesn't mean what it says about Allah not knowing until Judgment Day. Be consistent.
Okay, you know what you just said right now is literally one of the most sincere tactics ever. You want to limit me to one verse out of the
I said context, brother.
hundreds of verses in the Quran. You don't want to go to the Arabic language. You don't want to go to the scholar.
We went to the Arabic language.
You want to go to one verse.
Didn't
You
we go
say,
to the Arabic
just
language?
Show me in this verse. Come on, bro. That is so insane.
I didn't say show me in the verse. I said show me in the context.
God sees your heart. Why would you say only show me in one verse out of the hundreds and hundreds
What's your
of
name
verses.
again, brother?
Why? Khaled.
Cause I'm talking to you, man. Khaled, right?
Yes.
Or, I said it right. Okay,
No,
Khaled.
I didn't say why you're asking my name. I said, why are you doing that?
Oh, okay.
Why?
Khaled,
Did I ever say?
Did I ask for you to show me in that verse, or did I ask for the context?
Yeah.
You asked only show me from this verse. You said stay in this verse. You
And
don't
see-
want to look at
and-
the Arabic
and-
language.
And so this is where.
You don't want to look at everything else.
So I'm gonna say right here that maybe you forgot what I said. Maybe you misheard me. I'm gonna grant you that. What I said was, is show me in the context of chapter 19 when Allah's talking about this very situation that it's not that on Judgment Day. That's when He finds out. Show me in that context. Meaning, you can use the verses prior. You can use the verses after. Okay.
Because nothing in the verse, anyways, it shows that Allah did not have knowledge, and then He started to have knowledge. That nothing in the verse shows that.
Can I give you my argument?
Allah is talking about a sequence of the events on the Day of Judgment, not that a sequence of events of His knowledge. Oh wow, now Allah knows who's gonna be in the fire. Bro, where do you get these arguments from?
So let's do this together, okay? Because it seems like you're saying that nothing in the context shows that it's a sequence of events. Okay, so let's do this together. Can you read verse 68? Let's go step by step together, and let's see what it's saying.
3-4 times.
Well,
I
but
showed the Quran. You said
let's-
it's a bad
let's do it
translation.
slowly.
I showed you here. You said,
Well,
I don't like that
brother.
translation.
We already agreed that it says then Allah knows best who's deserving to go there. Let's read the context together, and let's see if Allah is giving a sequence of events of this happens, then this happens, then this happens. Okay? So can we start there? Let's start at verse 68. Let's do it. Let's do it together.
For the 5th time, all right.
Yes.
I got you. By the way, do the angels declare the hour?
No.
Revelation?
No.
They don't?
No.
Oh, really?
Nope.
So what does this mean right here?
Why are you going to the
Proclamations
Quran
of three
again?
angels. The
Why are you going somewhere else again?
You want to talk about it after this, though?
No, we actually got our topic. Because remember, this is your topic about the knowing and the hour and
This
the
is about
judgment
knowing
day.
an hour of Judgment Day.
Oh no, it's not. So this is our topic.
It says that on Judgment Day, the angels will declare the hour.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, let's see.
Can you go to the Quran verse?
Wait, you said no, it doesn't. I'll show you.
Notice when we're trying to figure out what the Quran is saying.
I read it like 5
He runs
times.
to the Bible again.
I'll go to it again right now.
Thank
I'll
you.
go to it again right. I went over it like 5 times, so I don't.
So let's do it one
maybe the
last
6th
time because you
think
didn't
it's
get it
gonna
the
work out
first
for you?
5.
I don't think so.
You didn't get it the first 5.
We can go ahead.
Hopefully you have comprehension this time.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Let's see who has comprehension.
Well, so
Start at verse
Starting from
68.
what,
68.
So by your Lord, we will surely gather them and the devils. Then we will bring them to be present around hell upon their
Pause
knees.
there. Pause there. Pause there.
Yeah.
So, in that verse, is Allah talking about an event that's going to happen?
Yeah, it's a day of judgment.
Okay. And then does He give a sequence? Like He's going to do this, then this is going to happen.
It's a sequence of events, not a
Awesome.
sequence of His knowledge.
Okay, cool. I'm with you. It's a sequence of
Allah
events.
saying on that day, Allah will be most knowing of who deserves.
I got
But it doesn't
you.
mean that on other days He
Brother,
did not.
I got you. So slow down. So we agree that Allah is giving a sequence of events. This is going to happen, then this is going to happen, next this is going to happen, this is going to happen, right?
On the day of judgment.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, so now.
You just said it with your own words. You
Okay.
said events.
So
It's not
I got
talking about
I got
when
you.
Allah's gonna
Brother, I got you. Now verse 69, what happens next?
69. Allah says, then we will surely extract from every sect those of them who were worst against the most merciful in it.
So that happens after He gathers them, right? It's a sequence of events, correct?
We will surely extract from every sect of those. It's not yet. It's talking about
Awesome.
the sequence of events.
All right.
Yes.
So now, next
Then-
verse, let's see what happens next.
Then surely it is we who are most knowing of those most worthy of burning therein.
Oh, so in the sequence of events, it's then, after they're gathered on Judgment Day, then Allah will know who's deserving to burn there. So it's a sequence of events
Like I
before
said-
before Allah didn't know.
Like I said-
Wait, let me finish, and I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna listen to you.
What a bad argument,
Oh, you can say that.
Like the worst
So
argument ever.
before Allah didn't know,
Literally.
now He knows because it's a sequence of events by your own admission.
Well, you should have brought it
So
better
so if you can, show me in the context, like I just showed you.
Yeah.
I showed you in the context, it's a sequence of events. Show me in the context otherwise, and then you got me.
Because there's nothing in the verse that says Allah did not know.
Yes, it does. It says then.
If we actually say that, it makes no sense.
Yes, it does.
Can you
It means
imagine
Allah's not God.
that? Okay, look. Can you imagine? Let me grant you your paradigm. Yeah. Let me get your paradigm. Look.
Wait, can I?
Look at this. Wait,
Yeah,
one
go
sec.
ahead.
Okay. I just want to steel man your case to make sure I understand it right.
So Allah's saying, by your Lord, we're going to gather them. Then we're going to bring them present around hell, right? And they're going to be on their knees. Then we're going to take from every one of them who are the worst against the most merciful. right? If we take this verse, then Allah will now know. So you're saying Allah is gonna take them out, and then Allah's gonna know, He's gonna put them on their knees, and then Allah's gonna He's gonna see which one of them are worse in insolence. Then Allah's gonna now know on the day of judgment.
Yes,
Oh, now
yes.
I know who's worse.
Yes.
You really think that's a
That's what it
concept?
says. Laughing at it is not an argument.
So you're really trying to say Allah's gonna do all of these things. Allah's gonna do 1 through 3,
What's your
4.
argument against it?
And then Allah did not know what He was doing.
Correct.
He was just doing random stuff.
Correct. Well, I wouldn't
And then-
say like
and then-
random,
and then-
but if he didn't
wow,
know.
Now I know.
Yes.
Bro, this is. Oh, bro.
Okay.
You got big.
Now watch me do the same thing, and I'll give it over to you, David. So watch me do the same thing. So watch this.
Let's talk about revelations. Hey,
I'm
we talked-
gonna do the
we
same
talked about
thing.
this point
Hold on,
one time.
I listened to you, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna do the same thing you just did. So you mean to tell me that Jesus, leading up to the saying that no one knows the hour, He's giving us all the events that's going to happen in detail, who's going to be there, where people are going to be, when, the events that's what's going to happen, people's emotional state when He comes back, all the people that's going to be scattered. He lists all these details, detail after detail after detail, how false prophets are going to come, how this is going to happen, false Christ, and yada yada yada. Storm. He even gives us the weather. But then He says, when He says, no one knows, not the Son, the angels, or the Son of Man, only the Father only, He then doesn't know His own coming?
That's a big
what?
fat circle.
Come on.
Let me tell you why that's a big
That
fat
doesn't
circle.
make any
Because
sense.
you are
Bro,
using
wait,
your
wait,
premise
wait,
as one of the
wait, let me
conclusions.
finish.
No.
You gotta
I caught you.
brother, you gotta let me finish.
I caught you though.
So
I caught you.
so this
You're
argument
using-
is dumb.
This is a
It's so
fallacy.
low tier. Like, come on, bro. You gotta do better than that.
You are using your premise, one of your premises, as a conclusion to support your premise. That's a big fat circle fallacy. You are putting that Jesus is the God, but we are trying to prove that point. So that's a fallacy. So that's why my example and your example is not analogous. You tried, but it was cute and it didn't work out, bro. That's a big fat circle donut. That's sad, bro. That's sad. Bro. You came to C State to get baked. That's
Yeah,
sad.
just
That's
to kind of bring it all together.
theatrics.
So his point. So if we
You guys are good at
This is a
theatrics.
good conversation, though.
This is good at theatrics.
if we were to just go to that verse, I think you would. I think you would agree. Let me give the summary. If you were to just go to that verse and you knew nothing else about the Quran and you just went to that verse, you could interpret that as sequence, and it might sound like sequence. And it's like, if we said,
No, it wouldn't make sense either.
Oh,
because, like I said, why would
What?
yeah.
Allah-
No.
Allah's
Let
gonna
me
do
finish.
all
Let me
this?
finish. Yeah, 'cause-
He's trying to
no,
represent you.
Yeah. I'm trying to represent it accurate because what I think what Avery's saying is if I said, on such and such day, Avery will be the best archer in the world. That makes it sound like he's not the best archer now. It's like on such and such day, that's going to be the case. So just looking at it, if you didn't know anything else, you might interpret it that way. Then he's going to be this. And then you have the immediate context, and he's saying there's nothing in the immediate context that would rule that out. So why wouldn't you go with that? And I think what you're saying is, yeah, but if you go with like the greater context of the entire Quran,
In
that
Arabic,
interpretation
the
would make no
Arabic
sense,
language.
right?
No, the Arabic language itself, the meaning of the thumma in the Arabic language. If you look at, because you said, I don't want English, I want Arabic.
Yeah.
And he's
No, I'm
trying-
saying you're
So
saying.
if you're Arab and
Yeah,
reading it, no, you would not come to that conclusion.
if you just read that and you
would
read
not.
nothing else in the world, and you
No.
had no idea who Allah is,
No. Well,
and you read then he will be
no,
this.
even then, no. Why? Because when you look at the sequence of events, he's gonna gather them on their knees. He can do this.
You can do all that without being all-knowing or something like that.
No,
like
it's not
I
about-
can do all
it's not
kinds of
about
things.
being all-knowing. Why would
Yes,
he
it
gather
is.
them on their knees when he doesn't know that they're the ones that are the sinners?
There's-
Obviously, he knows, or
This,
they're not.
this
he's not
is
gonna
when
gather
this
them.
is when he's going to decide, or this is when he knows when it's
Anyways, bro,
when,
As if-
when
as
it's
if-
going to be
as if-
there.
No, I just want to finish that point. So yeah, and I think what he's saying is then he'll know, like, books will be open and so on. But I think if you say, if you look at the context of the entire rest of the Quran, that interpretation wouldn't make sense given what the rest of the Quran says about Allah knowing all these things. And
Even
so
if we
that
don't look at the rest
interpretation
of the
would.
Quran, because if you look at the Arabic, like I said, if you know the Arabic and you see this, you can say yes, thumma can mean
sequence of
in
events.
order, but you look at the sequence of, you look at the context, and you know that also can mean something else. Then you know that.
So
you
where
wouldn't
in the
come to that
context does
That is
Thumma
why
show that it means something else?
I dare you to find me any Islamic scholar,
Can you
present
ju-
or early,
can you stop appealing to
1,000
authority?
years ago, or right now.
Can you just
talking
can
about
you-
the text.
Yeah, I'm talking about the context of the text. Can you show me in the context that Thumma means something other than a sequence of events?
Like I said, the context is that how would he not know who's going to put it to have when the verse before says he's going to gather them?
So notice, once he gathers them, then he'll know who's deserving to burn. So before he gathers them, he doesn't know.
No, it's not about just gathering. It's not about just gathering.
Okay.
It says he will present them, bring them to be present around hell upon their knees.
Who?
The people who are doing the wrong.
Okay.
Then
and
we will surely extract from every sect of those who are worse against the most merciful and insolent.
Right. So
And
there's
saying,
going to be some. He's going to be
we're gonna know
separating.
who is
He's going to be
worst.
separating the good and the bad. Right.
Yes, and he's gonna know who are the worst in rebellion.
Boom. He doesn't know who's the rest until he extracts
that's
them.
verse 69. And then the
Yes.
one in context that you're saying, ثُمَّ لَنَحْنُ أَعْلَمُ, then surely it is we who are most knowing. So
Okay.
even the verse before,
It's
he
a
says,
sequence.
Bro, the sequence, you just disprove yourself. The sequence before says he's gonna take out the ones who are worse in rebellion.
So that's
you're trying
when-
to say after that, now he knew?
That's when he knows, when he extracts them.
After he took them out?
Yes, that's what it says.
No, it says he took the ones that are worse in rebellion.
And then what happens after that?
Wait, before he went there, does he know which ones are worse in rebellion?
No, not yet.
So how does he take the ones that are worse?
Look, this
that are worse
is
in
this is what
rebellion
happens
if he doesn't know.
when he says this, because look, it's stating a statement of fact, right?
Bro, how
that
does
he's gonna take. Look, he's going to take. Right here. By the Lord will surely gather them and the devils. Then we will bring them to be present around hell upon their knees. Sequence of events.
Yeah.
69. Then we will surely extract from every sect those of them who were worst against the most merciful
I dare
and
you,
insolent.
I dare you to post this whole thing. I dare you to post the whole thing.
Trust me, it's going up.
No cuts.
So sequence
No
of events,
cuts.
no cuts.
No
except,
cuts.
except maybe Dead Space, but it's
No,
fully
no,
going up.
no. There was no dead space.
Okay,
This
so
is-
then,
this whole
don't worry
conversation
about
we're talking.
then cuts.
So you're not gonna put cuts, all right?
No.
Because
No.
you take things
No,
out of
okay.
context. That's
Oh,
what
you say that, okay.
Bro, your
so
videos,
then,
you don't show
notice
Muslims
you're
responding.
getting
Except
distracted
like
as soon as we
rebellion.
get to the part where Allah doesn't
But
know.
we've been here for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Don't act like
so we already agree. All of this is a sequence, one thing after another, after another, after another. Then surely it is we who are most knowing of who's deserving to burn there. It's not until after he extracts the sects, the worst of them. That's when he knows who's most deserving to burn in hell. What I need you to do is demonstrate to me, not just because you just think, oh, Allah has to know. Demonstrate to me in the context that it's not a sequence of events.
Because how would he?
Because you already agreed it is.
Because how would he take out the ones who are worse in rebellion if he does not know?
Boom! And how? That's my thing.
Boom, nothing.
So
You lost, bro.
my
You
point
got
is,
baked, bro.
no, my brother, when he knows that he's taking, when he knows who's deserving to burn there, it's because it's after he extracted the worst amongst the sects. So
Hold on.
when they're
So
together.
you're telling me there's a group of people, and he didn't know which ones are bad, but he was able to extract them without knowing.
No.
right?
That's not what he says. He doesn't know. It says.
No, the verse after it is
Brother.
the one that you're saying. Then he knew, right?
Hold on.
That's what you're trying to say.
He's specific.
So when he extracted them, he didn't know.
Can I answer you?
Yeah, please.
Because
answer the
he's
question, though.
specific about what he knows, okay? He's not saying he doesn't know who's bad. He already knew who was bad. That's how he extracted the worst.
Yeah.
But before he extracted, he didn't know who was most deserving to burn in hell.
Yeah.
So it's not until he pulls out the worst among them that's when he knows who's most deserving to burn in hell. That's the specific knowledge he doesn't have.
Bro, to be honest, you're going in circles, and I already answered it.
You ain't proved me wrong yet.
I proved you wrong.
Okay, we can agree to disagree here,
You
right?
had to I don't want this international, even though it's one of the most.
Oh, look at
famous
me appealing to the Arabic.
translations.
How dare I appeal to the
You don't want to
Arabic?
appeal to the Arabic. 'Cause
How-
I said let's go in the Arabic what it actually means.
What?
No, just
You said stay in Sai International. I said let's go to
No,
the
I'm saying that's the first
Brother,
one.
this is
Then
gonna be rewinded,
then the second
and your
point-
words are gonna be
then
put
the
up.
second point, I told you let's go to the Arabic. Let me show you in a context where it can mean something else.
I got
You're like,
you.
no, just only this verse, bro.
Let's agree to disagree on this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's talk
can
about
I,
the Trinity
Can I
now.
bring up because look, brother, you already brought up how Jesus being God.
Hold on.
It's our turn to be a good topic.
No. I brought up the hour.
Yes.
You
So we were
brought
still
up
talking about
Allah
the
not
hour.
knowing, so now it's my turn.
We're still talking. That was all
was
the
on the
topic
same
of the
topic.
hour.
No. But you had a point of contention in the Quran. You brought-
On the same topic.
No, it does not answer though. Jesus,
that was to bring out a matter of consistency.
whether I'm a Hindu or I'm a Christian or I'm a Jew or I'm a Muslim, it does not matter whether Allah knows or not.
Yes, it does. If you're a Muslim, what?
I'm saying, what did I just
What?
say?
You just said it doesn't matter if I'm a Muslim, a Hindu, a Christian,
Exactly.
whatever.
So
It doesn't matter if Allah knows or not. Yes, it does. You're a Muslim.
What did I just say? If I'm a Hindu or I'm a Jew, it doesn't matter, right?
Brother, you're not checking your words.
I'm literally, you just took over that.
Yes, it does matter. Because that would mean that
So
Allah's
if
a
I'm a
false
Hindu,
God.
it doesn't matter.
It does matter because that would mean that Allah's not a God.
It does not matter in the context of proving whether Jesus is talking about declarative or concrete.
Well, the Hindu, I'm not talking to
Right?
an Hindu. I'm talking to you who brought up the topic of Jesus knowing. But let me finish.
Go ahead.
You brought up the topic about Jesus not being God because he doesn't know something. So in the topic of God has to know things, know all things, especially on Judgment Day, this was our topic. So you brought up your objection, that Jesus not knowing the hour. On the same topic, I brought up my objection, Allah not knowing who deserves to go to hell. All regarding God not being God if he doesn't know something. That was your topic you picked. Now it's our turn to pick a topic.
Look, that's not fair. You know why? You know why?
Khalid, come on, bro. Khalid, sorry.
Because
Come on.
You brought up a point. Oh, sorry. I'm the one that you let me. Thank you. You let me go first.
Yes.
And we talked about this. Then we stopped talking about that. We started talking about Allah. Whether Allah knows, whether Allah does not know, whether I'm Jew or Christian, that is a separate point of contention that does not have anything to do with Jesus.
Now we're arguing
Do you
about
understand?
debating. No,
So if
I disagree.
I think the point's about consistency.
Hold on.
It's
If
about
I was
consistency.
an atheist and I came to Avery and I said, "Hey Avery, I don't believe Jesus is God because Matthew 24:36 and Mark 13:32," you would not bring that up, right? That was a separate point of contention. So I brought something up. You brought something up. Now it's my turn again.
No.
No, he's pointing out on
bring something
the
up,
same
and
point.
then if you don't agree to that, then we're gonna have to end the conversation.
I could talk to someone else, or you can talk to him.
No, just
That's not fair.
to clarify, it's about consistency. If you're saying no, this word, here's how you have to interpret this. I think the perspective of a Christian would be, okay, we have this passage, and if this passage in isolation could be interpreted in this way or that way, what happens when you factor everything else in? One interpretation becomes far better given everything else. And so I think what he's comparing is if you just go to Surah 19, that passage, and say, well, this sounds sequence, and then Allah will know that sounds in isolation like Allah is going to finally know something. But if you look at everything else, that interpretation wouldn't make sense. And so you go with an alternative just because it doesn't make sense of the rest of the Quran. And so if you're interpreting what Jesus meant there, then you take everything into account that Jesus said, and that fits one interpretation way better than the other.
Stop being a hypocrite.
Bro, don't call me a hypocrite. That's exactly what I did.
And by the way, it
you
would
were being
rule
a
out
hypocrite
Islam.
with your own Bible. You didn't want to go to the four parables. If what you're saying is true, that's correct. But
Yeah,
that's
it
not
is.
what
It
happened.
is true. That's
I
exactly what
said,
happened.
give me anything in the Bible. Right? I didn't say limit
What?
me. I didn't say just limit Mark.
Yeah, you
Matthew.
did.
No, I went to Mark when you told me to go to Mark. Yes or no?
Brother, no.
Yes or no? Did I go to it?
You
Yes or no, did I go to
said
it?
stick
Yes or
with
no, did I
you
go
said
to it?
stick
Okay,
with the
answer the
parables
question.
that Jesus gives in Mark and matter of fact, you didn't even want to use the parable
And I
in
went
Mark.
to Revelation,
You
and
wanted
I
us to
went-
no,
I
you
went
did
over
not.
it.
You did not go to Revelation when we were
did.
talking
I
about
wouldn't showed it
it.
to
You
you.
stayed in Matthew 24,
And
and
Mark.
I'm the one who told you to go to Mark.
And I went,
and then
right.
but then you abandoned that. You did not want to talk about Mark 13,
I
and you wanted to
talked about
stay
it, and I
about the
was just
parables
on
in Mark
point,
24.
and I told you the
No.
example.
So you gave your topic. It's our turn to pick our topic.
Bro, if you're gonna be anyone who's watching this is gonna know you brought something up.
Sure, we'll go talk to
So if
we'll
you're
go talk to somebody else.
If you're not being
But
sincere,
he brought that up. That was not
my topic.
That wasn't even that was just if you're going to demand certain ways of interpretation, what happens if you're going to establish this rule, Jesus can't be God because of this, well, what would happen if we applied the same standard? So that's him just saying, hey, are you consistent on this issue? That wasn't like bringing up another debate.
Yeah, it was the same topic. We have another topic separate from what we were just talking about. Not about knowing God, knowing and not being God. We have a separate topic.
My topic is I want to talk about the Trinity.
So
brother,
what he said,
I'm
he
down
gets
to
pick a
talk about the
topic,
Trinity,
and
but
then
let me
go on
pick
the
a
Trinity.
topic.
So go back and forth.
I want to.
That'd be awesome.
But you're not
Talk
being
to him.
fair because it's my turn to be offensive.
Brother,
To
you
talk about
just
what I
gave
want
it to us, man. We just agreed, brother to brother, man.
No, we didn't.
We're gonna talk about the Trinity.
You brought a
brother.
point.
Brother, listen. We're here. You know what I'm saying? We're not going anywhere, guys.
I'm in your face right now talking.
He
trying to
only
talk.
want to talk about the Trinity.
No, I'm not.
He only
saying
wants to
that.
talk about Christian
I'm saying
topics.
I will talk. No.
He said that he will. He said. He said, "Hey, we could talk about two topics. You can pick
Yes.
one. I can pick one."
Yes.
Y'all listening? You listening, brother? He said that we can bring up two topics, right? Or he can pick a topic. I can pick a topic.
We've agreed to something.
I said, yeah, you can go
You just
first.
said it should go back and
Hey,
forth.
they
I
know
said,
they can't defend the
I said you can go
They know
first.
they can't defend the
So he's like, okay, yeah, I want to talk about Jesus being God.
would get big
Okay,
on the
sure.
church,
We
just
talked
like-
about
just
that.
like you got big
I
on
gave a
Jesus
counter
not
argument
knowing
with
God.
his topic when I brought up Allah. So now I want to pick up my topic. But he's like, no. You already picked the topic. I didn't.
Can I tell you?
I gave a
Hold on.
counter
Can I tell you what
argument.
happened?
No, he's not trying to answer the
tell you
question.
exactly what
He
happened.
doesn't want to talk
Tell me
about
if
it.
I'm wrong. Tell
So
me
then
if
he
I'm
said, I want to talk about the Trinity. I'm still talking.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
And I'm still talking. He said, I want to talk about the
doesn't
Trinity.
cry. He doesn't cry.
I said, sure, we can talk about the Trinity after I get to pick my topic like we discussed. So my topic is going to be the Islamic dilemma. He says, no, I'm going to go first again. Well, you just went first. So it's my turn to pick the topic like we agreed before.
Okay.
So if you're going to be dishonest,
That looks like running.
yeah, he's running from defending Islam.
Don't worry, ain't nobody running.
So you guys, y'all as Muslim brothers, y'all need to be honest with your boy,
Now,
man.
let me tell you my side.
Be honest with
Yo,
him.
can I talk? Let me.
Yeah, go ahead and talk to them.
So I talked to
I'm not about to be here debating
Jesus
about
not
debating.
knowing the
Yeah,
hour,
we're going to debate about
right?
debating
I talked
all
about
day.
Jesus not knowing the hour, right?
So if he doesn't want to talk, we can go to
Oh, what? You don't want to talk about the Trinity?
if you don't want to,
Bro, I'll let you.
yeah, go ahead. Listen to him. I'm gonna go have a productive conversation with somebody who can be honest.
Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving?
If you don't want to talk about the Islamic dilemma, if you don't want to let me pick a topic like you promised, then you have no honor, and we're not gonna talk. It's simple. I'm not gonna debate about.
Pick your topic.
Okay, cool. So
you chose to talk
all right,
about
whatever helps you
all-knowing
sleep. Whatever helps you sleep. I don't want to talk to you.
Video, bro.
I don't want to talk
you
to
don't have
you.
to talk to me, but you're
Okay.
right, bro.
All right, you got it.
Bye.
You got it.
Bye.
Again, does a law make sense? Because you're saying a law is not like anything in
Don't talk to him
creation.
because he's trying to run away.
You hear that? Don't talk.
Ladies and
You're not
gentlemen,
gonna talk?
I'm right here.
I'm trying to escape the hellfire.
As long as you
talk to
only
you,
agree to
yes.
talk about whatever I want to talk about and nothing else.
Ah, that makes sense. Mashallah, that makes a lot
Did
of
he
sense.
not talk about what he wanted to talk about?
No, I didn't.
It's God. It's God.